Based on a true story, Zach is a young man who has just been declared cancer-free. One afternoon, he goes to a campus event with his mother. When he gets there, he runs into his best friend, Sammy. She is clearly nervous because she is about to sing in front of a crowd, and she has never performed in front of that many people before. As her anxiety keeps building, Zach steps in and offers to go up instead if she cannot do it. Sammy immediately agrees and Zach starts singing. Before long, everyone there seems to be enjoying his performance. Not long after that, Zach works up the courage to ask Amy, the girl he likes, to meet him. He invites her to see him at the park the next day, and luckily for him, Amy likes him too. She happily says yes. The next morning, Zach gets ready even though he keeps coughing and throwing up. He has to take a lot of medicine, but even so, he still makes sure to look his best. The following day, once Zach is all set to go, he cannot stop coughing. His mother quickly notices that something feels off and takes him straight to the hospital. Zach keeps insisting that he is fine and does not feel any pain. He hopes it is just a normal cough so he can leave soon and meet Amy. But after the test results come back, the doctor approaches them with worrying news. There's something unusual in Zach's lungs, and if it is not treated right away, he could go into respiratory failure. He is immediately taken into surgery. Meanwhile, Amy is still waiting for him at the park, not knowing why he never showed up. A little later, when Zach wakes up, he accidentally overhears the doctor speaking with his parents. That is when he learns the terrible truth. His cancer has come back, and this time it has reached the final stage. After hearing that, Zach asks the one question no one ever wants to ask: how much time he has left. The doctor tells him he may only have 6 to 10 months. And just like that, his life changes forever. This is Clouds. A few days later, Zach tries to gather himself and return to campus. When he gets there, he sees Sammy and, as usual, greets almost everyone around him. But the moment Amy passes by, he hides. Sammy cannot understand why he will not just tell Amy the truth, especially when he has already told her everything. Zach explains that it is different. Amy is the girl he likes, while Sammy feels more like family. Then in class, Zach's lecturer, Mr. Weaver, gives the students an assignment. He asks them to write down 3 things. First, what they want to achieve during college. Second, what special ability they believe they have in life. And third, what they want to do in this life, knowing they only get one chance at it. That last question hits Zach hard. It feels less like a classroom task and more like a direct challenge. For him, it sounds like someone is asking what he plans to do with the little time he has left. After class ends, while the other students move around as usual, Zach just stands there, lost in thought. Then Amy walks up to him. She looks genuinely happy to see him again, and holds no disappointment about what happened before since she knows he was in the hospital that day. But something feels different. Zach keeps his distance and Amy can sense it. It hurts her to see him like this because the Zach she knows is warm, cheerful, and always full of positive energy. As they are about to part ways, Zach finally admits the truth. His time is limited, and hearing that leaves Amy heartbroken.
I'm terminal. You should go.
When he gets home, Zach does not feel ready to go inside. He stays outside, sitting in the cold, still thinking. His mother soon comes out to sit with him. That is when everything he has been holding in finally spills out. He lets out his sadness, his frustration, and his anger. To him, life feels unfair, like he has been given far too little time. His mother listens, then gently offers a different way to see it. She tells him that maybe this is actually a rare kind of opportunity. It may sound strange, but he now has the chance to do anything he truly wants, while most people waste their time thinking they have forever. Hearing that and remembering his lecturer's question, something shifts in Zach. He begins to think about what he really wants and what he can do with the 10 months he has left. A few months later one night, Zach's mother is watching a video on YouTube. In it, she learns about a church in France where holy water is believed to heal various illnesses. The story has gone viral, with visitors coming from all over the world. As soon as Zach's father gets home, she tells him about it. They decide to take Zach there, partly as a trip for the family, since it has been a long time since they have gone anywhere together, and partly out of hope. Even if it does not make sense, they feel it is worth trying something beyond medical treatment. Soon, the whole family is ready to leave for France. But just as Zach is about to get into the car, Amy calls out to him and asks for a moment to talk. His family watches them with quiet happiness, especially his sisters who have always supported him. At first, their conversation is light and easy. Amy teases him about how his hair has grown back and how good he looks now. But then she becomes serious. She opens her heart and admits that she likes him, no matter his condition. She does not care about his illness or any of his flaws. She simply cannot hide her feelings anymore. Hearing that, his family cannot help but cheer for him. Zach feels overwhelmed with happiness, realizing that the girl he likes feels the same way. From that moment on, they start a relationship together. After a long journey, they finally arrive in France. While his father and siblings go out to enjoy the trip, Zach and his mother head to the church to try the holy water treatment. After returning from France, Zach does not know whether he has been healed or not. But what he does feel is something new inside him, a renewed sense of purpose. From that moment on, he decides that he wants to become a songwriter. One day, while he is in his room writing lyrics, Sammy comes over. As always, their interaction feels easy and natural, just like when they were kids growing up together. When Sammy finds out that Zach is working on a song, she immediately asks him to sing it, even though it is not finished yet. She wants to be the first person to hear something he created. But the song Zach writes turns out to be surprisingly sad. The lyrics feel like a quiet goodbye, as if he is already preparing to leave. After that, Zach admits that he has been thinking about taking Amy on a special date, something meaningful that they can remember, but he has no idea where to go. Hearing that, Sammy suddenly remembers that they once bought tickets to see a Jason Mraz concert together. She offers her tickets so Zach and Amy can go on that date. Instead, Zach suggests something different. He thinks about getting one more ticket so the three of them can go together. At first, Sammy hesitates because she does not want to interrupt their moment. But in the end, she agrees after Zach insists. When they arrive at the concert, Zach and Amy are clearly happy. They laugh, they enjoy the music, and they openly show their affection for each other, even right in front of Sammy. Watching them, Sammy still feels happy for Zach. Seeing him smile like that is enough for her, even if it quietly hurts. Later that night, after they return home, Zach's condition starts to get worse again. He cannot sleep at all. The ticking of the clock feels louder than ever, almost like a reminder that his time is running out. Eventually, around 4 in the morning, he cannot take it anymore and quietly leaves the house to go to Sammy's place. Sammy is surprised to see him, but since they have always been close, she welcomes him in without hesitation. As they joke around like usual, Zach accidentally notices Sammy's diary fall to the floor. Inside, he finds lyrics she has been writing. From the words, it is clear that she has been pouring her feelings out for someone. Zach wonders who the guy could be, thinking how lucky that person must be to be loved by someone like Sammy. But instead of answering, Sammy breaks down in tears. She cannot say anything. She just looks at him crying. In that moment, Zach finally understands. He realizes that he is the one she has been writing about all this time. Not long after, Sammy suggests that they turn their feelings into something meaningful. That night, they sit together and take turns writing down everything they feel, shaping it into a song. The next day, they record it together. The song is called Fix Me Up. After finishing it, Sammy uploads the song to YouTube. At the same time, back in his room, Zach is watching a YouTube video reviewing a brand new car, the GTR. It is clear how much he wants it. Not long after, Amy comes over to visit. In that quiet, intimate moment, the two of them begin imagining what their future could look like. Amy talks about wanting a horse one day and even gives it a name, Roger. The conversation feels simple on the surface, but for them, it carries a deeper sadness. They go on to imagine having 6 children together, 3 daughters and 3 sons. They picture a lively home filled with happiness, but deep down, both of them know that this future they are dreaming about will never come true. The next morning, Zach and his family are surprised when they see that the video he recorded with Sammy and uploaded earlier has started gaining attention online. At first, it only has around 20 views, but even that feels exciting. No one expected such a simple video to get positive reactions from strangers. His mother even mentions that Zach has been invited for an interview with a journalist. At campus, Zach and Sammy are full of excitement as they talk about their video. By that day, it has already reached 50,000 views. Sammy starts reading through the comments, most of which are supportive and encouraging. Many people even wonder if the two of them are a couple since they seem to have such strong chemistry. But among the positive responses, there are also negative ones. When Zach reads those harsh comments, it hits him hard. His mood drops, and it leads to an argument between him and Sammy. When the class bell rings, Zach tells Sammy to go ahead without him. He stays behind on the field, wanting to be alone. Not long after, Mr. Weaver comes over and casually lies down beside him, looking up at the sky. As they talk, the lecturer learns the truth about Zach's condition, that his illness has reached its final stage. Hearing this, he tries to encourage Zach. At the same time, he begins thinking about how he can help make something meaningful happen in the little time his student has left. That night, during dinner with his family, Zach is in a bad mood and suddenly snaps at his mother. His father notices and asks him to step outside. At first, Zach thinks he is about to be scolded, but instead his father has prepared a surprise. Outside waiting for him is the car he has been dreaming about, a 2013 GTR. The moment Zach sees it, his face lights up with pure excitement, and the entire family shares in his happiness. Zach's father explains that he borrowed the car from a friend and is letting Zach use it for a week. That same night, the two of them take it out for a test drive and spend some real quality time together. During that moment, they open up to each other. Zach shares how deeply he loves Amy, to the point where he feels like he cannot live without her. His father understands completely because he once felt the same way about Zach's mother. It turns out that his father had quietly contacted Amy ahead of time. He wanted Zach to have the chance to take her out in the car and give her a moment she would never forget. After their drive, Zach and Amy spend time together at her house. In her room, Zach plays his guitar and sings a song he wrote just for her. Amy, who loves dancing, moves along to the music, following every note. But in the middle of that beautiful moment, something shifts inside Zach. His feelings for Amy have grown even deeper, and that only makes things more painful. He knows that their time together is limited, and it feels unfair that something so meaningful will be taken away so soon. The weight of it all becomes too much. His emotions spiral, and combined with his worsening condition, he suddenly loses control. Overwhelmed, he runs out, unable to face the reality that their relationship may never have the future they once imagined. Loving her begins to feel like both a gift and a burden.
Zach! Just get inside, Zach!
I'm nothing!
Zach!
Why? What did I do?
A few months later, while Zach is resting in his room, his sibling calls him because Mr. Weaver has come to visit. Sammy has also been contacted and arrives as well. Mr. Weaver brings unexpected news. Without telling them, he had submitted their song to a music company called BMI. To their surprise, the song is well received, and they are invited to New York. The company wants to bring them in as songwriters. Hearing this, both Zach and Sammy are overwhelmed. The dream they have shared since childhood is finally coming true. On the flight back from New York, Zach sits beside his mother and reflects on everything. He admits that he feels happy, but deep down, something is missing since he and Amy went their separate ways. In the middle of that thought, inspiration suddenly strikes. He quickly asks for a pen and begins writing down the words that come to him. Sometime later, that song is completed and given the title, Clouds. Zach and Sammy record it together, and once it is released, it quickly spreads everywhere. The song goes viral, and Zach is invited to appear on multiple television interviews. News of his success reaches Amy while she is practicing dance. She feels proud seeing how far Zach has come as a songwriter. During one of his interviews, Zach shares that all of his earnings will be donated to cancer organizations. He hopes that in some way, he can help others who are fighting the same battle he is facing. One day, Zach's mother, Sammy, his lecturer, and the entire family feel an overwhelming sense of joy when they hear his song, Clouds, playing on the radio. It is a moment none of them ever expected. Then one night, Zach receives a call that changes everything. He is invited to perform at the Met as the main act. Without hesitation, he calls Sammy. Both of them can hardly believe it. The same place where they once watched famous artists perform is now the stage where they will stand. Not long after that, Zach goes to see Amy. When they meet, all he wants is to apologize for everything that happened before. He then takes her somewhere special and surprises her with something meaningful. He secretly bought a horse for her and named it Roger, just like she once dreamed. In that moment, they are happy together again. But behind his smile, Zach is quietly holding back the pain, because his condition is getting worse with time. Months pass, and Zach, now lying in his bed, has to face the reality that his time is running out. Together with his mother, he fills out a document provided by the hospital, outlining his wishes for the end of his life. It asks where he wants to spend his final moments, how he wants his funeral to be arranged, and whether he is willing to donate his organs. Without hesitation, Zach chooses to donate anything that could help someone else in need. That night, after his mother steps out of his room, the whole family gathers at the dining table. Sammy is there too, even though she had hoped to visit him earlier but could not because his condition had worsened. In that quiet moment, his parents share difficult news. Based on the latest medical results, Zach may only have about 1 month left. Hearing that, his siblings and Sammy try to hold themselves together. They smile through their tears, not wanting to break down in front of each other. Then an idea begins to form. They decide to make Zach's upcoming concert at the Met something truly special by inviting all of his friends from campus. They want it to become one of the most unforgettable moments of his life. Everyone comes together to make it happen. Finally, the long-awaited day arrives. But earlier that afternoon, the doctor comes out of Zach's room with a heavy update. His time is now measured in days. It could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, or it could even be today. Hearing this, the entire family breaks down. His parents, his siblings, all of them struggle to accept what is coming, especially his youngest sister, who sits quietly on the stairs, unable to process how little time is left. For her, being with her brother may only mean today. Their mother gently encourages her to go see him. At first, she cannot bring herself to do it, afraid of seeing him so weak. But after a moment of reflection, she realizes this could be her last chance. Gathering her courage, she slowly makes her way into Zach's room. Inside the room, the two of them do not talk much. Instead, they spend their time quietly watching TV together, just like they used to when Zach was still healthy. As night falls, Amy arrives to take Zach to the concert. The whole family is ready to go as well, knowing this will be both his first and his last performance. When they arrive, Zach feels a deep sense of joy. He remembers coming to this place before, looking up at the billboards that once showed the names of his favorite artists like Jason Mraz. Now, his own name is the one displayed there. Inside, he meets Sammy, who is also ready to perform with him. The event begins with an opening speech from Mr. Weaver. As a teacher, he feels proud, knowing he has helped guide Zach toward finding purpose in his life. Then Sammy steps onto the stage as the first performer. She sings a song she wrote for someone special. As she performs, every word feels honest and heartfelt, as if she is pouring out everything she has been holding inside. Through the song, she expresses how grateful she is to love someone so meaningful to her, even if that person belongs to someone else. After her performance, she introduces the main act. Zach walks onto the stage and faces the audience. In that moment, he takes it all in. For as long as he can remember, he dreamed of writing songs that people would know and sing along to. Now that dream is real. He begins to play his guitar and sings his song, Clouds. Sammy joins him as a backing vocalist, while his parents, his siblings, and Amy watch from the crowd. Zach continues to sing, pouring everything he has into the performance. On what becomes the final day of his life, Zach Sobiech passed away on May 20th, 2013. So the moral of the story is sometimes life doesn't give you time to fix everything. So love people while you still can, chase what matters now, and don't wait until it's too late to say how you really feel.